Hey guys, welcome back to The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. In the previous episode, we upgraded our character. We leveled up quite extensively, maybe like 5 levels. We're level 8 now. We were level 3 before. And we did a bunch of training, and we got tons of potions and equipment for the main store we can progress further. That being Vivec City. We'll be here for a while, so let's get started. Alright, we're here on our quest. I believe it's this one right here. Yeah, Vivec informants about the Nevergreen cult, that being this one right here. And the 6th house. So we gotta talk to 3 of them. 3 people. In this massive, maze-like city. And there's gonna be 3 cantons. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cantons, and then there's 4 near the temple in the palace. And there's the underworks as well, a bit of an underground area sewage system. This is one of their biggest cities they've ever made. Also, like big areas up on the dome areas of the cantons. We're looking for Hulia, an Argonian, the Foreign Quarter. The palace over there. And that asteroid's actually like frozen in time by Vivec, one of the tribunals. And his power is keeping that meteor from hitting and colliding with Nern, the planet. Wrong one. See, man, all this can look the same. There's a few marking features like these banners, usually some little things on the wall right here. That's about it, really. This is the Foreign Quarter. Just look at it. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna try to edit this episode a little more interesting to watch, because it's gonna be a lot of me going back and forth and looking where to go, because it's a big city. Yeah, so we have the Foreign Quarter, Lower Wasteworks. Okay. Bunch of hallways. There's a area. Stairs this way. And this is the Black Shock Corner Club. What's going on here? Okay. Julia. Let's learn some more information about this guy. I welcome you as the friend of my friend Merlin. But I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in my way. I have tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful, and be ready. The bookstore. My friend Jabsha, the Khajiit, has a bookstore. Jabsha has rare books. If you'll agree to travel together with me, there I will answer your questions. But before we go, I beg you to try to persuade these troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go to leave. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Morag tongue honor to slay them. And I don't want to trouble my friend Sarlis Golimus by fighting in his club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore, where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk to them. Or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there must be bloodshed. Morag Tong. I fear I am the low-ranking member, but pauper and commoner do not suffer from war here as they do in the West. Thanks to the honored traditions of House War in the Morag Tong. I'm an Argonian, yet they treat me with respect. And if you are curious, find a copy of the Black Glove. But please, do not mistake us for the Dark Brotherhood. The Dark Brotherhood is a perversion of ancient Dummer traditions. They have sold their honor for profit. They are no longer than a league of murders for hire. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll come back to him and so we can travel together. But we gotta talk to this guy right here. We're gonna go ahead and quick save. Am I talking to you, Fetcher? No. I'm talking to the filthy lizard. So push off. What are you, some kind of filthy wizard lover? You want to give your little friend a big kiss? No, not really. The Ministry of Truth was hollowed out to provide a prison and re-education center operated by the temple ordinators for the correction of heretics. It's a rumor. I heard there's been some trouble up in Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's on the island called Solstheim, north of Vardenfell. That's a DLC of, I believe, Blood Moon? Yeah, Solstheim. That's a frozen island up to the north, right? Sounds awful to me. If you're looking to get there, you might check out for transportation to Kuhl. Dummer are dark-skinned, red-eyed, elven people from Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. That makes sense. It's but hit or miss. It's like, it works or it doesn't. This is also increasing my speechcraft in the process. No, it keeps going down or up. Come on, come on, come on. No, it's going back down. Hey, 96, we'll take that. Okay, so... Filthy lizard. Let's try again. Blah, blah, blah. You can stay here forever for all I care. Not my problem. Okay.
May you find me.
They seem to be cool with me taking... Oh, dang, I gotta tell him. Time for us to go. Yes, please follow me to Jopsa's Rare Books. Thank you, Melon. I will follow you to Jopsa's Rare Books, and we will speak further there. Hey, no violence. Let's go. Okay, this is the atrium. Same level. There we go. Oh, a little zoomed in. Yes, thank you very much. We should be free from distraction here. Now, I said I'd tell you all about the Neverine cult, so you can report back to Caius. I don't know of any 6th house cult, but I can tell you what I know. Neverine cult. To understand the Neverine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nervar means something very different to the Ashlanders, from what he means to Dummer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Neverine, and the legacy of the false incarnate. For the Neverine cult is at the heart of the ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dummer. Here is the summary for Caius. But ask your questions, and I will answer in detail. The false incarnate. In the past, some have claimed to really reincarnated Nervar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of the legend among the waste tribes for the last 30 years. The temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing, but the mystical Nerevan cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of a failed incarnate as certain proof of Nervar's coming rebirth. 6th house cult. I have never heard of such a thing. House Dagoth was the 6th house, but in the War of the First Council, they betrayed the other great houses and were destroyed for their treason. But I've never heard of anyone worshipping them. Dagoth, the ancient head of House Dagoth, is the devil of the tribunal faith, but I've never heard of anyone worshipping him either. Perhaps someday, yes. For example, I would greatly wish to see the Ashlands and their peoples with my own eyes. But at present, my duties to the Purong Tong do not permit me to travel. Alright. We have the first one completed. Okay. We have our next contestant, our next informant in Vivec. And now it's looking like we need to go to St. Olm's Canton, which would be down here. St. Olm's. So we're just going to use the levitate spell to get it up on out here, because either go down the low way, there's like the slow way, or we levitate. Levitate. Yes. Much easier. And when you go to the St. Olm's one, it's a bit of a process, but you know, it looks so ridiculous. I love it. Okay. We can't really run until it's over. There we go. There's little banners. The city is so rich. Such detail. All the waterfalls and everything. It's beautiful, mate. St. Olms, okay. This is the right canton. Wasteworks. Then we look for the... It's called the waterworks, like the sewage. Canal works. Underworks, and then we water walking. It's a lot easier. Ooh, I also have night eye. How's that work? Ooh, okay, I can actually see. Yeah, that's good for you guys when you're watching because you can actually see. Come on. There we go. Where is he? Ah, here we go. I think this is him. Oh, the night eye just ended. Adhere? Great. So Caius says to you, speak with Adhere, and you have done this thing. You are speaking with Adhere, but Adhere will not talk to you about the Neverine or the Sixth House cult. And because why? Because Adhere is, at this very moment, very distracted by a nice census and excise agent, but also wants to speak with her. You do not know this. They are the collectors of the Emperor's taxes and tariffs. And the Emperor has outlawed trade in many things, like dormant artifacts and ebony, and a census and excise agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a census and excise agent is not Adhere's favorite person. If you want Adhere to help you, make the bad agent go away. Then she will tell you things. Okay. I believe they're up top. And I believe it's like in the atrium? That's where it could be. It's gonna be up there. And the interiors in this game look so cool. So cozy. Okay, he's gotta be up here somewhere, right?
Yes, Red Guard.
This is him. I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Adhere. Do you know where I could find her? Yes, her name is Adhere, and she's a Khajiit. Do you know where I could find her? Yes, she took a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment, but thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll run into her there. Imperial. Our civilization has brought peace and prosperity to all to Tamriel. We place our faith in hard work, education, and discipline. Preferred free trade and diplomacy, but are not ashamed to use force. Okay, we're done. Let's go back to the here and here. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Ooh. Alrighty. So, are you the one Adhere must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise agent? Indeed, Adhere is very glad to see you, and is very happy to tell a friend of my good friend, Caius, all about the Sixth House cult. And Adhere knows nothing about the Neverine, but Adhere is happy to tell you that too, if it makes Caius happy. Ask away, friend Melon, the Sixth House cult. This Adhere knows about, because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients, because they have new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Adhere doesn't know, because they are very secret. This is odd, because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweet mirrors. Journal's been updated. Neverine. Yes, Adhere knows this Neverine cult is just silly superstition. So you tell Cassius this. Nobody in their right mind pays any attention to this moon-yelling prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other sillinesses, fuzzy tales for little kitties. Okay? Alright, that is 2 down. Can get out of here. Outlander. Okay. Alright, let's see who is next. Alright. Our next contender. Our next target. Is gonna be in the temple. Oh. Now I have enough magicka. What? I failed casting it. There we go. The library of Vivec.
What is this regard?
What is this red card? The library. Here we go.
We're watching.
Speak travel.
Just kind of floating around. Okay.
Keep moving.
Oh, I walked right past her.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Head on.
Yes, I'm Meher Milo. Caius sent you. Follow me into the back of the library. We cannot talk here. Okay. There we go.
We're watching you.
Sure.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about the Six House cult, but I can tell you about the Neverine cult. The temple worships Nervar as a saint and a hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Neverine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Neverine cult. A group called the Descent Priests disputes temple doctrine on the Neverine prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Casares. That will tell him things he needs to know about the Neverine cult. The Progress of Truth, this book lists the disputes of the Descent Priests with Tribunal Temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it'll be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or for principles. Caius Casares. Caius is a dear friend. Like me, he admires the best traditions of the temple. Charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. He is a Westerner, but he has come to love our land and our people. But like me, he distrusts the arbitrary power of the ordinators. And like the dissident priests, he suspects the temple is hiding something. He serves the emperor, but he also loves Morrowind. And he sees the failing virtues of the temple as a threat to Morrowind's political stability. Dagoth is an evil, immortal enemy of the Tribunal Temple cult. The temple holds Dagoth and his host accountable for all the evils that beset the Dummer and Morrowind. Dagoth dwells in the fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin called Ash Vampires, and by the legions of the deformed monsters. Alright, we're done here. Go find that book. I believe it is here. Went straight to it. Okay. So, obviously they're gonna see me. Pay gold. But a law. Did it on accident. But I do need this though. We'll read it later. Oh, I know. I'm to go that big gold over. We're by the court and now you're free to go. Phew! Alright. Got it!
Keep moving.
Ha ha ha! So we got the book. We took it out from the very library that was in. The book was in, we took it. So now, I gotta deliver it back to Caius. And we just talked to all the informants that were in Vivec. Alright, Vivec. We'll be back soon. We're not done here. We have much, much more to do. And we're actually going to take the Silk Strider out. Much easier to do than just to walk the entire way. Because there is fast travel. I mean, there is, immersive fast travel in this game. Just by Mage's Guild, boats, Silk Striders. Oh, there's so many. Oblivion's the first one to introduce point and click. If you don't count
Walk when you can ride.
Arena and Daggerfall. Those had it. Silk Strider port of the city. Travel. And go to Balmora. Cool. Okay. I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring you a message. Dagoth calls you, Melon, and you cannot deny your lord. The sixth house is risen, and Dagoth is his glory. Lord and Father of the mountain. Yeah, get out of it, man. You a dreamer? Yeah, that's the thing. The dreamers are actually freaky because it's like Dagoth kind of controlling them over time, and they morph into like different like creatures.
Well,
It's kind of rough. Okay,
With pleasure. Please.
we're actually gonna read this
I'm all ears.
book.
Progress of Truth by the Dissident Priests, a book questioning the doctrine of the tribunal and even its godhood, compiled by the Dissident Priests. 1. The divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. Temple doctrine claims their divine powers and immortality are ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dunmer ancestors, including, among others, the good Daedra, the prophet Veloth, and Saint Nerevar. Dissident priests ask whether Dagoth-Ur's powers and the tribunal powers might ultimately derive from the same source, Red Mountain. Sources in the Apocrypha suggest that the tribunal relied on profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead, and that those unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly Dwemer sorcerer Kagrenak to create the false construct Numidium. 2. The purity of the tribunal. The dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face, represented by the hieroglypha, the priestly writings, and a hidden face, represented by the apocrypha, the hidden writings. The public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts, and varying interpretations which hint at darker and less heroic motives and actions of the tribunes. In particular, conflicting accounts of the battle at Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent apotheosis. Also, there is good evidence that the tribunal have been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Dagoth-Ur at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the tribunal's ability to protect Morrowind from Dagoth-Ur, and concealing a recent dramatic diminishing of the tribunal's magical powers. 3. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. Ashlander tradition does not place the tribunal at Red Mountain, and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves, rather than that Nerevar destroyed them. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nerevar left Dagoth-Ur guarding the profane secrets of Red Mountain while Nerevar went to confer with the Grand Council, that is, the tribunal. That Nerevar died at the conference, not of his wounds according to the Ashlanders, but from treachery, and that subsequently the tribunal confronted a defiant Dagoth-Ur within Red Mountain, then drove Dagoth-Ur beneath Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. 4. Veneration of the Daedra, saints, and ancestors. While challenging the divinity of the tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the tribunal. In fact, the dissident priests advocate restoring many of the elements of fundamentalist ancestor worship as practiced by the Ashlanders and by Saint Veloth. Exactly how this would work is debated inconclusively within the dissident priests. 5. Denial of the prophecies of the incarnate and persecution of the Nerevarines. Though no consensus exists among the dissidents about whether the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, all agree that the persecution of the Nerevarines is unjust and politically motivated. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of the religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticism of the Ashlander ancestor cults, in particular the rites of the Ashlander seers and wise women, and the prophecies of the incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe that the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine. and have made a systematic study of prophecies recorded in temple archives. 6. Authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest and politics, and no longer acts in the best interests of the temple or its worshippers. The dissident priests believe the Archcanon and Ordinators speak for themselves, not for the tribunal. 7. The Inquisition and the use of terror and torture by the Ordinators. Within the temple hierarchy, it is an open secret that the Ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. The dissident priests feel the Ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood in power. 8. Fundamentals of temple doctrine. Charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. Though the dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honor the best traditions of the temple, they believe that many priests in higher ranks are interested more in love of authority and luxury than in the welfare of the poor, weak, and ignorant.
Woo! A lot of reading. There's a lot. But we did it. A lore. You gotta have it. See. Are you here to discuss your orders, Melon? Or is there something else you want? I have your report. I will make copies of your notes from Hula and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing really good work, and here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. And go do some job for the guilds, or some other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current. Or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. There we go, orders back, why not? We need an Ashlander informant. I have heard of a fellow in Aldrun named Hasor Zainsubani, an Ashlander who left the Waste to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes, find out what Zainsubani likes, and get him a gift. Give him the gift and see what he'll tell you about the Ashlanders and the Neverine cult. Then report back to me. Cool. Alright. We best be off to Aldrun. Alright. There we go. The Ghost Fence. Red Mountain. And Aldrun. Completely different architecture. Different morals. Different traditions. I can see Druma Ruins up there. It's crazy. It's a big mountain too. So yeah, okay. It's in the Aldscar Inn. Wherever that is. Substrider. Gotta be around here somewhere. That's a building? It's cut in half once it goes down. And it's gotta go down. How big is that place? It's gotta go down, right? I mean, surely. It's a cool place, isn't it? Have you seen this man? Oh.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
He's the guy, yeah. I am Hasor Zezabani, Melon. May you bless and be blessed. I do not wish to be rude, but if you have business, speak it. For I am at leisure, and I would prefer to be alone with my thoughts. I see, you wish to learn of Ashlanders from me. And what is it that you wish to learn? What do you know about the Neverine cult? I am sorry, but your request is not a proper one. I will not discuss this with strangers. If you will excuse me. That's okay. If that's not the proper way to say it, tell me everything is not gonna sound that way. So, what are their gift-giving customs? A curious question. A gift is a sign of courtesy among strangers, and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign that you are cautious and considerate and aware of the other's wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travelers. Among friends, it is a private thing, and subtle, with great risk, for the risk of the gift is how well it is tailored to the receiver. Thoughtful gift. Yes, a gift that shows you have taken the care to learn something of the receiver. For example, I love poetry. No stranger could be expected to know this, but a book of poetry given to me by a stranger shows the giver respects me and has made a special effort to know and please me. But now, I've answered your question and would like some time to myself, if you'll excuse me. A book?
Come on.
We must find a book. I don't know which book. They said poetry. Poetry. So, library. I remember over here. Somewhere over here. The bookstore. It's right here.
I've got better.
It was just easy, mate.
If you don't mind.
Well, if you're looking for someone in particular in Adwin, maybe I can tell you. Okay, we got Hasor Zatabani. Okay, yes, the Ashlander Trader, a bibliophile, likes poetry, and I have a few such volumes here. I believe Words of the Wind, Ashland Hymns, and the 5 Far Stars, around here somewhere. Okay, let's barter with them. Let's do Words of the Wind. Words of the Wind. Here we go. Cool. Excellent. We got them. This will be the gift.
From where do you hail?
Yes, what is your business with me? Business, thoughtful gift. This is a gift for me? I'm amused. A copy of Words of the Wind, the words of the blessed mothers. I gratefully accept your gift. My people have never loved the written word, and I lament their ignorant scorn for such common yet potent magic. I thank you, and I honor your courtesy, Melon. It would please me to return your courtesy by answering your questions. What would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Neverine cult? There is too much to tell here. Take these notes. I've written here what you should know about the Ashlanders and the Neverine cult. But most of all, if you're visiting a camp, there are things you should know about courtesy and the challenges among the Ashlanders. And since you asked about the Neverine cult, perhaps you'll be interested in my views on the Ashlanders and foreigners, because a guiding passion of the Neverine cult is their hatred of foreigners. Courtesy. Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a vert without invitation. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about the Ashlands. Be particularly careful about the Ashkuns, tribal chiefs and wise women. Tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack. Neverine cult. They worship the great Ashkan and Hortator, Neverar, moon and star, who in ages past destroyed the evil, godless dwarfs, and banished the treacherous Dagoth and his foul holes beneath Red Mountain. The cult is of small consequence in Ashlander worship, and among the Yershiliku do its followers have any influence. Other Ashland tribes share the sentiments of the cult, but regard the Neverine prophecies with suspicion and skepticism. Okay. May I will. Alright. Done here. Okay, so what's this note? Saint Sabani's notes. Okay, so basically that's the notes what he just told me. Got it. Okay. Put it in notes form. For Caius. Alright, we're gonna hop on that over there, Silt Strider, and get on up out of here.
We make a
Back in Balamora. Oh, Caius.
With them all ears.
With pleasure. Here to discuss your orders, Melon. Thanks for your report, but keep Saint Sabani's notes on the Ashlanders. You'll need them. I'm promoting you and sending you to the Yashiliku camp to speak with Sul Matul and Mbani Maisa. But before you go, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on. The Emperor and his advisors think you have the appearance of meeting the conditions of the Neverine prophecies. That's why you were pulled out of prison, on His Majesty's authority, and sent to me, so you could satisfy the conditions of Neverine prophecies and become Neverine. Here, this is the decoded copy of the coded package you gave me when you arrived. Read it later. It should explain everything. As you'll see in the decoded message, the Emperor and his counselors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the prophecy. Do you really satisfy the prophecy? Are you really the prophesied Neverine? At first, I thought we were just supposed to create a persuasive imposter. Now I don't know what to think. But I am sure of one thing. This is not just primitive superstition, and we will treat it seriously, just as the Majesty commands. So, Zanzibari says Sumatul at Usiliku camp are the heads of the Neverine cult. So I'm sending you to speak with them, tell them your story, and have them test you against Neverine prophecies. As heads of the Neverine cult, they can best judge whether you satisfy the prophecies. When you've spoken with them, report back to me. Here are 200 drakes for expenses, and pick up essential supplies at Fort Moonmoth. Okay, we need to visit Fort Moonmoth for some potions, it says, and some scrolls. And use the Divine Intervention Scroll if you were, for your head. Get you safe to Imperial Cult Shrine, where you can heal, refill, and try again. Wow. Fort Moonmoth. Moonmoth Fort is the Imperial Legion garrison southeast of Balmora. Just outside of the town, Rad Hardheart is the knight in charge. They have about a dozen service providers out there. Right here. I will be back, Caius. Gotta restock. Alright, I think I know where Fort Moonmoth is. Alright, believe this is the place. I hope so. Yes. I wanted to guess. Fort Moonmoth. Guard Captain. Guard. Interior. Rad Hardheart. Yerla. They do have a lot of stuff. Imperial items. I want the health potions. Oh, I have soul gems, I just don't have them full. Oh man, I can't enchant then. The Daedra. Daedra. I gotta read that. Because I read some books in Daggerfall. But I read them all. For the ones I was interested in. Alright. We'll get on out of here. Okay, I'm gonna read one of these books. The Daedra and the Daedra. My hair needs to make a decision.
Aedra and Daedra. Overview of the basic differences between gods, demons, Aedra, and Daedra. The designations of gods, demons, Aedra, and Daedra are universally confusing to the layman. They are often used interchangeably. Aedra and Daedra are not relative terms. They are elvish and exact. Azura is a Daedra both in Skyrim and Morrowind. Aedra is usually translated as ancestor, which is as close as Cyrodiilic can come to this elven concept. Daedra means roughly, not our ancestors. This distinction was crucial to the Dunmer, whose fundamental split in ideology is represented in their mythical genealogy. Aedra are associated with stasis. Daedra represent change. Aedra created the mortal world and are bound to the earth bones. Daedra, who cannot create, have the power to change. As part of the divine contract of creation, the Aedra can be killed. Witness Lorcan and the Moons. The Protean Daedra, for whom the rules do not apply, can only be banished.
Okay. See, that's cool. Such good lore and history. The Pilgrim's Path. Oh my gosh, this is so good. The pilgrim must visit each of the shrines of the 7 graces. At each site, the pilgrim must stand before the 3-sided stone triumph and read the inscription. To ease the pilgrim's task, the temple has made this list of shrines along the directions and advice to pilgrims. The blessings of each shrine last at least half a day. The Fields of Kamut, Shrine of Humility. Here Lord Vivec met a poor farmer whose guar had died. The farmer could not harvest his muck without his guar, and he could not provide for his family or his village. So Lord Vivec removed his fine clothes and toiled in the fields like a beast of burden until the crop was harvested. It is at the fields of Camus we go to pray for the same humility Lord Vivec showed on that day. The fields of Camus are west of Suran on the north shore of Lake Amaya, as you head towards Pelaglad. The shrine is between two rocks, and most easily noticed while traveling east along the road. Elof's farm nearby has a small dock on the north bank of Lake Amaya. This is the only dock nearby which Elof kindly allows servants of the temple to use. It is customary to leave a portion of muck at the shrine to represent Vivec's humility. To stop the moon, the shrine of daring. When Sheogorath rebelled against the tribunal, he tricked the moon Bar Dal into forsaking its appointed path through oblivion. The mad star inspired the moon to hurl itself upon Vivec's new city, which Sheogorath claimed was built in mockery of the heavens. When Vivec learned of Sheogorath's scheme, he froze the rogue moon in the sky with a single gesture, the grace of his contenance. Overwhelmed by the courage and daring of Vivec, the moon Bardal swore itself to eternal service of the tribunal and all of its works. Thus the moon now stands guard over the palace and serves as a citadel for the temple's ordinators. The Shrine of Daring is found in the city of Vivec, in the temple district, along the western wall of the High Fane, the great temple of Vardenfell. When you address the shrine, it is customary to believe behind a potion of rising force. Suitable potions may be purchased from the temple. Homemade potions are not acceptable. The palace, Shrine of Generosity. Long after Lord Nerevar and the tribunal triumphed over Dagoth-Ur, the people wished to build a monument to the heroes of that war. Vivec thanked them, but said that it would be better to dedicate a monument not only to the glorious heroes, but to all people, great and small, who suffered and died in the war. It became the custom to make offerings here, either in thanks of our good fortune, or for those less fortunate. The Shrine of Generosity is on the top steps of Vivec's palace, the southernmost canton of Vivec City. The customary donation for those in good fortune is 100 gold. The Puzzle Canal, the Shrine of Courtesy. In a battle with Maroon's Dagon, Vivec gave his own silver longsword to the Daedra Lord rather than dishonor himself by fighting an unarmed foe. This so impressed the Dremora, the most honorable and chivalrous of Maron's Dagon's Daedric servants, that they now share a bond of respect and courtesy with the followers of the tribunal. We must never forget that they are our enemies. The Shrine of Courtesy is found in the heart of the Puzzle Canal, a labyrinth beneath Lord Vivec's palace in the city of Vivec. The journey through the Puzzle Canal can be confusing, and it is suggested that common pilgrims carry a scroll of Omsavi intervention. The Dremora crest is found in the center of the Puzzle Canal and will accept a plain silver longsword if spoken to with courtesy. After crest accept the sword, the pilgrims must read the inscription on the triumph. The Mask of Vivec, Shrine of Justice. Near the altar is Vivec's ash mask. In the days of fire, when Dagoth-Ur first crept back into Red Mountain and awakened it, Vivec led refugees here as they fled the ash and blight. Weary, they rested here a while. When Vivec awoke, he found himself and his followers encased in cast of gray ash, frozen like a sleeping statue, unable to free himself or help his people. Vivec was filled with despair. Vivec's tears weakened his ash cast. He tore the ash from their perished followers, breathed life into their lungs, and cured them of the blight. This is Vivec's heroism. His tender heart provides strength when his might fails. The Shrine of Justice is guarded within Nesis Temple, northwest by road from the town of Alderaan. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a potion of cure common disease as a token of your respect for justice. Suitable potions may be purchased from the temple. Homemade potions are not acceptable. Coal Cave, the Shrine of Valor. Within the Coal Cave, Vivec fought a battle with Rudy Men, the father of the Drow. When he defeated Rudimen, Vivec spared his life on his condition that Rudimen and his children would give up their tough hides to serve as an armor for the Dunmer. The Shrine of Valor is inside the Coal Cave, on the seacoast west of the ancient stronghold Baradas and south of Nasus. The cave mouth faces south, towards the sea, and is marked with a large natural arc of stone. The region is wilderness, and finding the cave mouth can be difficult. Droog within the cave itself are fearsome enemies. Only experienced and incapable adventurers should attempt to reenact the epic battle with the Droog. Droog wax may be bought at the temple in Nasus. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a portion of Droog wax as a token of Vivec's victorious struggle with the Rudimen. The Ghost Fence. The Shrine of Pride. The Ghost Fence is a lasting symbol of the indomitable will and power of the Alchemy, and monument to the Dunmer pride in overcoming its enemies. The Shrine of Pride is found within the Ghost Fence, just northeast of the Ghost Gate itself. The safest route to the Ghost Gate along the Foyada Mamaya, a volcanic ravine running from top of the Red Mountain southwest to its end just below Balmora. An old Dwemer bridge crosses the Foyada near Fort Moonmoth. A pilgrim may follow the Foyada Mamaya all the way to Ghost Gate. Any journey inside the Ghost Fence is dangerous, but even the most timid pilgrim should be safe, so long he does not stray too far from the Ghost Gate and flees from any minions of Dagoth. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave a soul gem in remembrance of our ancestors who were bound to the tribunal's service. Now that was what you call lore and world building.
Speak up.
Okay, then we're good to go. We're gonna make our way to the Yushulaku camp, and I'll cut when I get there. It's gonna be a long trip. Alrighty, we're just arriving at Yushulaku camp. That's a Daedric dungeon, I believe. Ah, there it is over there. It's so far. That really didn't feel like a straight line, though. I guess I did kind of curve a little bit. Oh yeah, it's this quest, this dungeon. I like this dungeon. Alrighty. Who am I talking to? We need to meet Zabamund.
What you want or go away.
No, wait, don't.
Zabamund. Ah, this is his yurt.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Alright, sure about that. Talk, Outlander. Speak with respect, and I will listen. Okay, needs to be around 70 for this position. Oh, that made it go so far down. It's going down more. It went down. Admire. It's going down. 0. Eventually it'll work, right? It doesn't appear to be the case. Okay. Okay, I'll just do that. Okay, so Neverending prophecies are not for Outlanders. Why should Selamatu and Nubani Misa speak to you about these things? Who are you? That we should just trust you? Then we can try it. So tell all I've learned about the Sixth House and Neverending, and ask humbly to speak to Sumatu. These are not simple matters. You know a great deal more than I would have thought. And some of what you say is news to me. I believe you should speak to Sumatu. Perhaps he will be angry with me, but I think I can bear that. Go to the Ashken's yurt and speak with Sumatu. And ask him your questions and tell him I have sent you. Right here. He still don't like me, but you know. We make work with it. Ashken's yurt. So, my champion Sabamund has sent you to talk with me about the Neverending prophecies? Then go ahead, Melon. Talk. I am very curious. You think you can fulfill the Neverending prophecies? You wish to be tested to see if you are the Neverending? No Outlander may join the Neverending cult. If you were a clan friend, an adopted member of the Ashlanders tribes, then perhaps I have an initiation rite in mind. If you pass this rite, I will adopt you as a clan friend of the Ashlanders, and then I will submit to you to Namani Maisa, our wise woman, who is skilled in oracles and mysteries, and who will test you against the prophecies. Alrighty. And initiation rite. To be adopted into the tribe, undergo a harrowing. In a harrowing, you will be judged by the spirits and ancestors to see if you are worthy. Go to the Yashulaku burial caverns and fetch me Su Sinapul's bone biter bow. Su Sinapul was my father, and his spirit guards his bone mold long bow deep in the burial caverns. Return to me with this bow, and I will adopt you into the Ashlanders tribes as clan friend. The burial caverns lie to the southeast of the camp. We're done here. Let's go with that burial caverns. Ooh. We're gonna toss on some night eye, so y'all can see better. Look at this dungeon. Love it. I wonder if we can actually see in here. Goes up like that. Where's some skeletons? Bar iron claymore. I mean, steel daikatana. I'm gonna cop that. So let's see. 27. Ooh, we got a steel daikatana now. Cool. I want to get the Daedric one. Okay. Nope, I forgot. Inventory item, daikatana. There we go. Attacks a little bit quicker. What we have here? Interesting. Okay. I'm pretty sure we can just run straight across. And jump across. Maybe not. Thankfully, Night Eye doesn't take too much of my stamina. Or my magic pool. Oh! Oh, skeleton, you are about to... Yep. I win. I'm actually gonna drag the loot menu down for you guys. My camera is covering it. Cool. There we go. I didn't think about that in the last episode. This is to target. This is cool. Look at that. This is a cool play. Look at that. Skulls. See any stuff over here. A flame skewer. But I'm not shielded. I'm not, you know. I'm a long blade. Chitin. And for so long I pronounced it chitin. Well, that's wrong. How do I get up there? Hey, let's go. The water looks so good. I know it's an open and W thing, but still looks good. Oh yeah. This whole chamber of waterfalls, and each layer of this dungeon, there's a door that leads you to the next area. And it branches off in different ways. That looks so good. These are like Skyrim level dungeons. Well, I guess Skyrim has Morrowind level dungeons. The Skyrim was not a game yet. It was a province, but wasn't a game yet. For example, this is one of the fragile barrier, and this is where we get all like all our. This is where we get all our XP from. We're leveling up. But a lot of dungeons, a lot of creatures in this dungeon are gonna be tough. No skeletons? Nah. It's the wraiths and the ghosts I'm worried about. Actually, I want them to hit me. Hit me. I'm the Atronaut class. Yes, yes. Hey, that's rude, dude. He's like, it didn't work. Do I have to use Fireball? Oh, that's Magicka. Okay, this is Fireball. Oh, no, that hurt. Oh, yeah. Forgot endurance. Increases your spell casting. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, shit. I keep using the wrong potion. Oh, yeah. Level up that destruction, boy. I need to use, I bet you there's one that opens the doors. Open. Ah. Excellent. I'm gonna use it on this door because I don't have any, I have lockpicks, but my security skill's too low. Yep. Hello. Oh, he duplicated himself. You could do that. Oh, hey, you know, come down there, you know. Sure we can work this out. That spirit hurts, man. Oof. I think he's one of the ending bosses of each branch of the dungeon. Cool. 56? That's crazy. Well, not really, because it's one of my major skills, so it's too far-fetched. What is that? That's the only spirit he was doing. Poison through. Okay. Not something too crazy. A solid ground. Oh, I'm in water. Level 9. Cool. I like how each one has like a message, like, empowering that you leveled up. Like, hey, congratulations. You have ascended. What's this? Oh, it's a book. It's a book. Yes. Illusion has increased. Oh, you got a bit of Yegar Tharn in there. Shout out to Arena. Staff of Caius. Dang. Basically the story of Arena. I kind of figured that down there. And some of the books will repeat different on all the games, like the books in Daggerfall will be in this game, and so on and so forth and so forth. But it's part 4 though. What? Well, of course I'm not gonna read it yet. It's part 4. We gotta find part 1 first. Duh. Ebony Helm. Mummy. Actually gonna put a mark and recall spell right here. More like right here. Mark. And then we want to go. And recall. Okay. Isn't this sick? Parkour. To the next one. And eventually we'll come into contact with it. Well, heck yeah. You could have stayed up there and be more of a threat. Okay, got one of his first minions. He's around here somewhere. 1 gold. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And we're basically gonna work our way up the dungeon. Way up there. Kakuna burial. Ooh, took a hit. Ooh. There we go. Excellent. Ah, I kind of figured. No. Hey, there we go. My endurance is low. My fatigue. Cool. Out of here. At least this part of it. Oh, we're actually at the very top. Ooh, there's some secrets I think over here. Then there's Night Eye, and then we're gonna levitate. Save just in case I fall. And I forget. That's an Ashium. Amulet of Frost. Sure, there's gotta be something of it. What's this? Oh! Magebane glass sword. What? No way. If you didn't have levitate, you couldn't get over here. My illusion's little. That's good. That's good. God, I just found the jackpot. Long way down. Oh, I thought I was falling. Okay, so we got a unique weapon. Actually, I didn't. It's Magebane, long blade, two-handed. It's a glass weapon. And I found glass greaves. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy sword. Truly something special. Okay, so main quest, save, quick save, just to make sure. Oh, that night didn't last long. Goodness. What? Glass weapon. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any kind of glass weapon in any of the games. I like the combat music. I use the wrong button. Oh my god, I'm wasting my exclusive potions. Okay, it's better be doing a tough fight coming up. Class looks crazy. Bam! It's practically a one-hit kill. Where my magicka? Armored hammer, perfect for repairing our shit. Perfect. Our foe is in here. He has the bow. Hi there. Ectoplasm and Bone Biter's bow. Alright. Our journal should have updated, and let's go make our way out of here. Unless there's something up here. Bethesda, Bethesda, Bethesda. Always hiding things. Won't get them. A frost shield. There we go. There we go. Going through all the dungeons. Let's make our way out of here. Oh wait, we have the recall. Excellent. Cool dungeon. All right. Let's go make our way out of here. Okay. We're leaving the burial sites. Oh, a blight storm. Oh, hi, dreamer. Ow. Fuck off. Oh, yeah? Fuck. What on earth is he casting at me? Probably poison. Okay. Ash shots. Oh, well. Okay, let's make our way back to the Ishiliku camp. We're back here. The Ishiliku camp. Fuck off. Oh my gosh. There's so many. At Sumatu. Yeah. Sumatu. So, Outlander, have you completed the initiation rite? This is my father's bone biter bow. You have completed the initiation rite. I name you Melon, clan friend of the Ashlanders. Keep my father's bow and bear it with honor. You are a friend of our tribe and may rest in any Yoshilaku bed. Do not harm the other tribe members or take their things. And now I will fulfill my other promise. Go to the wise woman's yurt, and Nibani Mayasa shall examine you against Neverine prophecies. Alright, let's go.
Is there something you need?
So, they told me of you, Outlander. Or shall I say, clan friend. You are hard-headed and ignorant, but perhaps it is not your fault. My lord Ashken says you will ask me about the Neverine prophecies. He also says I will test you against Neverine prophecies. I must do as my lord Ashken says, so ask your questions and I will test you. There are many Neverine prophecies, and they suggest many things. Aspect and uncertain parents, the moon and star, sleepers, 7 curses, the curses bane, the prophecy of the stranger, the prophecy of the 7 visions, the lost prophecies. At the aspect and uncertain parents. Ask me of these things. If you are patient, or if you are impatient to know, just ask. Do I pass a test of the Neverine prophecies? Go ahead, Outlander. I am the wise woman. Ask your questions, and I will answer. In uncertain parents. If what you say is true, you were indeed born on a certain day of uncertain parents. This is part of the prophecy, but many have the same birthday, and many are not sure of their parents. It is interesting, but it does not make you the Neverine. The moon and star. Legend says Induril, Neverar's family, standard born of the moon and star. In Neverar's, armor, and weapons bore the sign. Some say he bore a moon and star birthmark. Some say he has a magic ring marked with a moon and star. Others say he was born under a moon and star. In any case, I think the moon and star is the mark of the Neverine, and you do not have this mark, so you are not Neverine. Sleepers. Rumors say that in the towns, mad cultists called Sleepers are attacking people, saying that Dagoth-Ur has awakened and will drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. Perhaps it is just a coincidence, but I think it is a sign of the Neverine, not necessarily a sign that you are the Neverine. Perhaps the time of the Neverine has come, and you have come at the same time. This is not passing a test, but it may mean you have some part to play in the coming of the Neverine. 7 Curses. It is another Ashlander prophecy of the Neverine. It is called the 7 Curses of the Sharmat, but I do not know it, and I know no one who does. It may be lost. Such things happen. A wise woman dies, or forgets, or a clan is wiped out. Perhaps someone knows, but is keeping it secret. Perhaps it is one of the many books of your settled peoples. I have heard that the dissident priests of the temple may have such books. The Stranger. This is best known of the Neverine prophecies. We call it the Stranger. When earth is sundered, and skies choked black, and sleepers serve the 7 curses, to the hearth there comes a stranger, journeyed far neath moon and star. Though stark-born, to sire uncertain, his aspect marks his certain fate. Wicked stalk him, righteous curse him. Prophets speak, but all deny. Many trials make manifest the stranger's fate. The curse is bane. Many touchstones try the stranger. Many fall, but one remains. And we got the 7 visions. The full title of the prophecy is 7 Visions of 7 Trials of the Incarnate. Listen, and I will tell you the verses. 7 trials. What he puts his hand to, that shall be done. What is left undone, that shall be done. The first trial. On a certain day to uncertain parents, incarnate moon and star reborn. Second trial. Neither blight nor age can harm him. The curse of flesh before him flies. Third trial. In caverns dark Azura's eye sees and makes to shine the moon and star. Fourth trial. A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls call him Hortusor. Fifth trial. A stranger's hand unites Avlathi. 4 tribes call him the Neverine. 4 tribes call him Neverine. Sixth trial. He honors blood of the tribe unmourned. He eats their sin and is reborn. Seventh trial. His mercy frees the cursed false gods. Binds the broken, redeems the mad. One destiny. He speaks the law of Vilas people, and speaks for their land, and names them great. What does this prophecy mean? It tells us who Neverine will be, and the trials he must undergo before he fulfills his destiny. Some parts I understand, some parts I do not. I will answer your questions as best as I can, but I cannot pretend to understand it all. Okay, yeah, then we're done here. Alright. Cool. We'll learn the prophecies and the things we must meet to become Neverine. Because even though we're born on that certain day, certain parents, we must prove that we are. Or at least we're very freaking lucky and that we just happen to check the boxes. Okay, I think, yeah, now it's time to report back to Caius. And that's what we'll do. Alrighty, back in Balmora. Dr. Caius. I called him Cassius for so long. There's only one S in his name.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, I see you're wounded. How sad.
That's right, yeah. Are you here to discuss your orders, Melon? Yes. You have spoken with Sulmatul and the Bani Masia, and from what they say, it sounds like you could really be the Neverine. That's just incredible. But I have to get used to the idea. Get word to Marimilo. Maybe she can find out whether the descendant priests have any lost prophecies. But in the meantime, I have a very tough assignment for you. Do you think you're ready? I'm ready for anything. Don't get overconfident. But it so happens that I agree. You're ready. But just in case, I'm going to give you 400 drakes. Before you head out, make sure you outfit yourself with healing potions, new gear, a little training, whatever you think you need most. And remember, If you get into trouble, back off, rest up, go back fresh. Don't get cocky. I think this will be a tough one. Here's your mission. Fort Buckmoth sent a patrol to Narmak, hunting smugglers with the 6th House connections. They found a 6th House base, a 6th House shrine, and a 6th House priest named Dagoth Gers. Speak to Champion Brycia Pulia at Fort Buckmoth. She'll tell you all about the patrol and the 6th House base. Your orders, find that 6th House base. Kill Dagoth Gers and bring back me a full report on the 6th House base. Fort Buckmoth, let's see. Fort lies south of Alderaan and short walk from Alderaan's south gate. Alright guys, this will mark the end of this episode. I'm going about 3 hours now, and that counts for like, traversal time and all that. Yeah, 3 hours. I'll make sure I can edit this really well for it to be enjoyable, but thanks for watching guys. If you liked it, comment down below and tell me just how you feel about it. And how this playthrough's going by so far. Because I'm still new to this game, I would gladly accept things I'm doing wrong or things that I can do and to explore and all that, because this game wasn't in my childhood, and I wish it was. We will continue next time. We'll be going to the Fort Moonmoth. We'll be going to look in the 6th House base and discover more about Dagoth and his 6th House. So, hey guys, see y'all then.